The beauty industry were over the moon when Prime Minister Boris Johnson announced close contact services, including facials and eyebrow threading, could resume from August the 1st. But then he changed his mind.
Because infections went up.
And
the decision was postponed until the 15th of August at the earliest, leaving thousands of beauty therapists fighting for their livelihood.
Yeah, and that includes aesthetic clinician Becky Gencer. She says the move has left her fearing eviction and she's now being forced to rely on food banks. Joining her, we have the founder of Blink Brow Bar, that's Vanita Parshi. Good morning to you both. Becky, tell us about your business. How long have you had the business and how worried are you right now?
So I've been in the industry for over 10 years now, but my aesthetics business probably for just under 3 years. And it's majorly affecting me now. I've never been in this situation before at all. I mean, just this period over lockdown, I'm already like £20,000 in earnings down.
And what about when you thought you were going to be allowed to reopen? Did that have extra costs for you as well?
Yeah, when I thought that we could open, I was really, really excited to be opening. I spent £1,600 just getting stock in because obviously I needed to have all Botox fillers for my clients that were all booked in. I couldn't really afford it, but I knew that I'd get that money back. I estimated to earn in that first week. I had clinics booked in every single day that week. I estimated to be earning £5,000 at least that week, which would have got us, back above.
And tell me,
I want to ask both of you, do you actually think the government has any empathy for what you do, Vanita? And we heard Becky talking about how much money this has personally cost her. The Treasury have come back to us this morning and they've said this: our support package for businesses and workers is one of the most generous in the world. It includes loans, grants, mortgage holidays, tax deferrals, paying wages and £7.8 billion to help 2.7 million people through the self-employed income scheme. I'll ask you both, first of all, you, Becky, has that applied to you?
No, it's not, no. I mean, this is all the government do. They talk about how many people they have helped, but they're missing out on the thousands of people that they've not helped. And they're just ignoring us. They're just not doing anything. I mean, in fact, they're laughing at us in Parliament. We're sort of strong, independent, entrepreneurial women, and we're just being overlooked. It's just.
And Vanita, do you feel you're being overlooked?
Well, I think we're fortunate. We are a bigger business, so we've been able to furlough our therapists. But now in August, we can't do that anymore because furlough is being diminished. We have to pay NI and pension. I've got 250 girls desperate to get back to work, and they won't let us open our doors. So I think they have a responsibility to not only independents who have fallen through the net, but to businesses like ours to say, we're not going to let you work, we're going to support you financially.
As Becky said there, she feels that the government has been laughing at the beauty industry, that it's considered, kind of trivial that we want our eyebrows done or we want a facial. Explain how much the beauty industry contributes to the economy of this country.
Well, it's worth an enormous amount. I think it's £30 billion. But my business is a £10 million revenue-generating business. We pay, over £2 million in tax to the government. And we want to get back to work. We want to contribute. The government, they have been laughing about our industry. I do think they think it's frivolous. I also think that they think excluding a few beauty treatments doesn't affect us, but it does. It's my whole business, and it sounds like it's Becky's whole business. So come and understand what we do. We make people feel better. We're safe. We're a hygienic sector. We always have been. And, I just think it makes no sense when a man can go and get his beard trimmed and a woman can't get her face seen to. We wear a mask. The therapist wears a mask, a visor, gloves, and the customer wears a mask. And a man, when he's trimming his beard, he doesn't wear a mask.
Yeah.
So it's all complete nonsense.
And Vanita, you were talking about what the industry means to jobs in the country. 1 in every 60 jobs in the UK is in beauty. And Becky, from your point of view, do you think the government are targeting the wrong industry? Do you think you're being picked upon unfairly?
Absolutely, it's not fair at all what they're doing.
Becky, how have you coped financially since you closed it in March?
Luckily, I'd had some savings that I've been saving up for a deposit for a house. So yeah, I've been living off my savings, but that's been stretched and it's lasted 5 to 6 months, and now I've not got any savings left. So I'm in a position now where I'm having to visit food banks, and I'm embarrassed to say that I'm at that point now where, what are the government going to do? How are they going to help us? They can't just, I'm ready to work, I want to work.
Yeah, but
I'm just not being allowed to work.
Becky, but some people are working, and I'd like to hear from both of you. I mean, people are now getting a bit fed up with this, and you hear stories of people who go and get treatments done in places where they shouldn't get it done. And you guys will know of operators who are, taking a few quid to do something as long as no one knows about it.
Yeah. Well, I think it's been driven underground.
And how dangerous is that, do you think?
Well, very dangerous, because we're the professionals. We should lead by example. We're not being allowed to. And I know for a fact that many of our customers are trying to get the treatments they are desperate for any which way. And that brings on rogue traders and people jumping on the bandwagon to make some money. And it's terrible for our business. But I think the government needs to realise that we will do it properly. So let us open and let us keep our customers safe. They are going to get their eyebrows done. They want to get them done. It's been, 5 months? Eyebrows or facials or whatever makes them feel good. In the same way a man needs to get his beard trimmed and feel groomed. And, it's just, it doesn't make sense. And the fact there's been a spike in the R rate is not down to us because we've been closed. Yeah,
you've been closed, so it's got nothing to do with you. And therefore, do you think that they should be looking at, as we've seen in Aberdeen, the pubs and the restaurants? I mean, however unpopular it is to say all of these things, somebody's got to suffer and somebody is spreading this virus, some activities. But you say it can't be you because you haven't even been allowed to open.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think we've been made a scapegoat, really.
Because obviously that's why it's such an insult to us, because we have intense training. We're already trained to treat people. Even prior to COVID, we're already treating people as if they already have an infectious disease. We already wore the masks. We already had the disposable aprons. So now to be told that we're not COVID secure is just a massive insult to our industry.
What would you say to the Prime Minister, Becky, if he was watching?
I'd just say, if you can't let us work, give us a reason why we can't work, or at least support us, because they can't carry on. They're just kind of leaving us to rot now. The industry's is completely on its knees. It's just not fair, what they're doing. Why are they letting pubs open and not us? There's just no reason for it.
Vanita, you are part of the Beauty Backed campaign, trying to raise money for people like Becky who are really struggling. How can people get involved?
Well, I think, obviously, if the government's not doing anything, it has become quite a desperate situation for many independent beauty.
Well, anyway, but they are. I think it's a GoFundMe page helping people in the industry. They've raised over £300,000 so far, launched by Caroline Hirons, obviously, who comes on to this show, if you want to help. Becky, thank you so much. We really do hope that you'll be able to open soon, and I'm sorry that you're having such a difficult time.
And thank you.
And we'll say goodbye to Vanita as well, if she can still hear us there. Thank you.